The fear of failure. Why do we have it? And this may be a two-parter. I don't know. We'll just see. But the fear of failure, I think one reason why we have it is because we are so caught up in being perfect. You know, we're so caught up in being perfect in everything that because we're not ready to experience growth. And the only way you can grow, like spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally, is through failure. And I don't think people are willing to risk that. I just don't. And I don't know why. I don't know why people have this thing where they have to be perfect in everything. And I don't know why. I don't know why they have to be perfect. You know, because they say, oh, I might do something, I might fail. Well then, yeah, and then because you're probably better off failing because at least you'll learn something, you know, while failing. Because at least you'll learn something. Well, because I hope you learn something by failing over and over again, and not repeating the same thing over and over again. Because I remember I talked to a girl like probably a while back ago, and it's like, hey, because I was like, hey, you should do a powerlifting competition, you know, because to kind of keep her on a on a workout regimen. And she's like, no, I don't want to do that because I might fail. I was like, so? So? Like what, you're gonna fail? So what? She was like, I don't want to fail because I fail. And it's like, well, you got this sense of, you know, being perfect in your head. Like why won't you just try it and see what happens? Because I don't know why. It's like so what? You're not perfect. So what? I mean nobody's perfect, right? Nobody's perfect. So why not take a chance at something that's greater than you? And yeah, you may fall and you may fail. I have done that so many times. So many times I have failed. You know, I fail every single day at doing stuff. And every single day I try to get better at that. So for me, I just kind of keep it in my head that, hey, I have to do better, I have to do better. And for me, my whole life has been just kind of like one big failure after another. But that is why I succeed at what I do. It's because I failed and failed and failed and failed, you know, but I kept getting back up. I kept learning. I kept putting my best foot forward. And I think that is what got me here to this place. And that is what's going to put me, you know, to some place in the future. I don't know where that's at right now, but I'm going there. You know, I'm putting everything that I have into going there. I'm into making it. So, and yeah, I might fail. You know, I failed at a job interview. You know, I tried twice at a job interview. I failed. And was it because my background? No, it was because I didn't have enough experience. So I was like, okay, well then because I failed at that, so I'll just keep trying and trying. I'll try other things. I'll try, and because I'll just keep going everywhere, and I'll keep trying and trying. Yeah, I may fail, I may fail a lot of times, but if I succeed at something, then that makes it even more better. That makes it even more better if you succeed at something when you just keep failing and failing and failing. You know, if you keep failing, then you're doing something good. You know, if you keep failing but you keep learning, you're doing something good. You know, but if you're too perfect and you don't want to fail, then you're never going to grow. You are never going to grow if you're too perfect. If you think yourself you're too perfect, or you might fail. So what? So what? So what if you'll fail? At least you'll learn something. Well, at least I hope you learn something by failing. And I know there's two types of people. When they fail, because they either won't learn anything, or they'll learn something and they'll never repeat that again. but then they might fail at something else, so they have to keep learning, keep failing, keep learning, keep learning, keep learning, keep failing. It's kind of like a back and forth situation. But you have to. It's like you kind of have to let your guard down a bit, and just say like, man, I'm gonna trust in myself. I'm gonna trust in my abilities. I'm gonna trust in my abilities, and I'm just gonna go for it. And you kind of have to let your guard down a bit and say, okay, I'm not perfect. So let's see what happens if I put my best effort forward. Let's see what happens. And I think that is why, like, a lot of people have that fear of failure because they think they're perfect, and they don't want to ruin that reputation in their mind that they have to be perfect at everything. So you don't have to be perfect in order to try things. Because in order to try new things, like, you don't have to be perfect. Or you just have to just accept it and move forward with it, and just give your best effort forward, and put your best foot forward. And I think that is what separates a lot of people. Because I think that's what separates a lot of people. I don't know. I guess I don't know, but I think that is what just kind of like one thing that people have a fear of, and that's why a lot of people have that fear of failure.